Peace, grand rising, good morning, and welcome to day 2 of our 60-day journal, a 60-day journey into healing, transformation, and self-discovery. And since we covered so much of the foundational work in day 1, we can get right to it. All right, we can get right to it. Day 2, your home environment. The walls we grow up in can become the walls we carry within. That is such a profound statement. Our environment is very important when we speak about growing up, when we speak about what we see, what we experience, what we know, what we carry, what we conceal, what we hide, what we run from, what becomes the shelter by which we live our lives, all right? And so what was your home like growing up? Who made it feel safe or unsafe? All right, very important question. And as I said, this is gonna be a raw dive into these things. And so while mama made you feel safe, maybe papa didn't make you feel so safe. Maybe papa had a drinking problem. Maybe papa had a touchy-feely problem. Maybe papa was violent toward mommy, and those are the things you witnessed. And so just reflect within self the things that made you safe and the things that made you feel unsafe. And the hero's note of the day is, I am not defined by the house I grew up in. I am building a new home within myself. Because you, of course, you're the temple. When all smoke clears, we go to houses of worship externally as just reminders to activate, the temple of God within, so to speak. And so you can build that new home inside, but you gotta clean up the old house or move out of the old house, so to speak, to allow a new home to be built. And so what kind of energy did your childhood home carry? Was it a great vibration? Did mommy play them soul songs? Or when you put the key in your door, did you have to take a deep sigh, a deep breath to go, because you don't know what's gonna be on the other side? And for me, personally speaking, when I put the key in the door, I really wasn't sure because my mother was a heroin addict. I wasn't sure if I'd find her on the floor dead, overdosed, strung out. And so when I put my key in my door, there was gonna be a different adventure every single day. But some of you have had a greater experience where you couldn't wait to get home because there was lunch made for you or the environment was really, really great. And so when we speak about this hero's journey, this is not all about negativity. I don't want to give that notion. It's about deep diving. And if you are in a happy space, this is going to help you realize why you're in a happy space. If you are not in a happy space, these roads that we are now traveling will be there so that you can go, that was it, or that was the beginning of it, or why your house or home is the way it is now, because you're carrying vibration from what it used to be. If you grew up in a messy home, do you have a messy home now? Which meant the imprint came with you. If you are violent, did you come from a violent background? And so on this deep dive, the goal is for us to rediscover some of those things. And I asked, what would it look like to create an inner home that feels peaceful? So an inner home now, internal and external, because as above, so below, as within, so without. Everything that you're going to see in this hero's journey, and everyone is simply a reflection of self in some capacity. what you are going through, you can tie that to lessons that you need to learn, that you need to overcome, some enemy that you need to defeat. And I don't want you to see enemy as simply people. An enemy could be an addiction. An enemy could be a habit. And so an enemy can be a vice that you, that's always on your case, that seems to show up and defeat you. But now you're taking the reins back and you're going to do, you know what I mean? The defeating, all right? So even in your early home didn't give you a peace, even if your early home didn't give you peace, you now have the power to build one inside of you. Every deep breath, every boundary, every gentle thought is a brick in your new foundation. So I don't care if you're 75 years old and you're listening to this and you're reflecting, we still have time. Time is an illusion. So we're going to build these new bricks, this new foundation, so that we can continue to be the best who that we can be, so we can heal ourselves, so that our experience here on earth, how much ever time we have remaining, is the most powerful. And that may have nothing to do with how much money you make, what kind of car you drive, and all of those superficial external things. We're talking about the inner self and building that inner self, all right? And so I think that's an important aspect for us to look at, right? And so I want to stay there. As we talk about today, we must turn our focus to the place that shaped our earliest sense of belonging, our home. Home isn't just a structure, it's an atmosphere. It is the tone of voices, the smells in the kitchen, the way doors were opened and slammed. For some of us, home meant warmth, maybe laughter, maybe safety. For others, it was unpredictable, cold, or filled with silence. The home we grew up in became our first classroom in love. It taught us what connections looked like, what safety felt like, and sometimes what pain could sound like. And so that's what I was expressing when I was speaking about myself in my memoirs, Gotta Laugh to Keep From Crying. I didn't start living until I thought I was dying. Like I said, that book will be available on August 25th, but I would appreciate that you pre-order it now on Amazon.com. And also get this journal that I'm teaching from. It's the 60-Day Transformation at shopurbanx.com. All right? I want you to think about your childhood home. Did it feel welcome? Did it feel safe? Not just what it looked like, but what it felt like. All right? Did you feel welcome, or did you tiptoe quietly to avoid being noticed? What kind of presence did you have in your home? All right? These memories are powerful. They shape how you see safety, how you build relationships, and even how you treat yourself today. But here's the truth. You are not confined to the emotional architecture of that home. You are allowed to renovate the walls inside of you. Drop the mic. You are allowed to renovate the walls inside of you. Never, ever think that just because it's built on some kind of concrete, that the inner piece of it cannot be reconstructed in a way that benefits you. You can build a new home, or where your inner child feels protected, or where your heart can rest. So today, as you write in your journal, reflect on what made that home what it was. Who gave it warmth? Who made it cold? And then ask yourself, what kind of home do I want to build within me now? The home you carry inside of you can be one of peace, comfort, and truth. You have the power to create it. And I don't want to keep reiterating it, but it is the truth. We have the power within self to change this thing. And we got to continue slowly but surely. You know, when you renovating, you got to gut first. You know what I mean? And so you are not bound by the energy of your home. You are the architect of your home within your soul, and it can be built on love. And so I want you to take that message with you today, wherever you go on day 2 of this journey, and just reflect, because this is all about reflecting. Now that we've seen the inner child within self, now we're trying to reenact the environment which made you the way you are. I had 2 sisters, but I didn't grow up with them, so my imagination became everything. All the friends I needed existed inside my mind. Now, some may say that's a dangerous thing, but that's how creativity begins. And that's how the writer and the artist within me had the space to express itself, because I had nothing but myself and my time and my creativity. But I felt safe in my home, only nerve-wracking when my mother was going through her phases. But the home environment, we loved each other, we survived, we struggled, we scrapped. Some days I ate a pack of cookies for lunch and washed it down with water. And some days we had full meals. And so these are the things that shape the way I am today. And I want you to think about the things that shape you. But breathe and take 15 minutes to yourself. You deserve at least that, where there's peace and quiet, and you can be tranquil and you can reflect. And I will see you in the morning for day 3. Peace.